the church choose this reading and not the infancy narrative about the birth of Jesus to begin Advent? Also, why is Jesus telling his disciples to be prepared for the coming of the Son of Man when the Son of Man is standing before them? You must remember that today's gospel passage is late in Jesus' mission when he's preparing them for his passion and crucifixion. You see, there are really 3 times, some people say 2, many say 2, that Jesus comes to us, but I think it's 3. First, at his birth. Second, when he is resurrected from the dead and ascends into heaven. And then third, when he will return at the end of time for the final judgment, which obviously hasn't happened yet. Each time Jesus comes to us, notice that he comes in unexpected ways and unexpected places. First, he is born in a stable, the child of a poor couple in a backwater town of Know-Nothing province in ancient Roman Empire. Second, he rises from the dead and appears to his disciples by walking through locked doors. Third, now it's been 2,000 years and he hasn't returned after ascending to heaven. Many people have given up hope. When will he return? None of us know. But he warns us that we must be prepared, for at an hour you do not expect, the Son of Man will come. I think Advent isn't so much about Jesus' return in some future time as it is a celebration, a true celebration of his first time coming when he was born in a stable. A number of years ago, when I was in deacon class, one of our instructors said something that I still remember. He asked us the question, what is the greatest event in human history? Many of us replied, well, it's the resurrection, of course. He looked at us and smiled, saying, no, it's the incarnation of Christ as a human that we call Jesus. It is at that moment that God became man. Now, the word incarnation has its Latin origin, the word carne, which means meat or flesh. So really, it is the Annunciation of Mary when she said yes to Gabriel that is the great event in human history, not the resurrection. The birth of Jesus is really the coming of fruition of Christ's incarnation at the Annunciation. If Advent is a time of preparation for the celebration of Christmas, then what are we to do to prepare ourselves? The short answer is, keep your eyes on the prize. To explain what I mean, let me tell you a little story about my daughters when they were about 5 years old. And I'll go back in time a little bit more to tell you a story, just briefly to tell you that when I was a little boy, I lived in Munich, Germany when my dad was stationed there in the army. I remember that we had a little paper Advent calendar. Have you seen those? It's a little paper calendar that has little pieces of candy underneath each of the doors for the days of the month of December. Now, many years later, after we had adopted our 2 daughters, and they were real young, I saw a fancy, I call it fancy, Advent calendar that you could put large pieces of candy or even small toys in. So I thought, wouldn't it be great for the girls to have this? So I bought it. Now, my dear wife, Janet, took this idea one step further. She made it into a scavenger hunt. She placed a little note behind each door. So, for example, the note on the first day of December said, "Go to the bathroom downstairs." Then she left a note in the downstairs bathroom that says, "Go upstairs to Dad's study." Finally, she left a note on the desk of my study that said, "Go back down the stairs to the laundry closet." And in the laundry closet on that first morning were 2 boxes of Sour Patch gummy worms. Yum, yum. Now, Janet and I weren't sure what would happen when our 2 girls opened that first door on December 1st. Well, it was like a tornado had hit the house on the inside. They both tore off running to the downstairs bathroom, then raced up the stairs to my study and finally to the laundry closet. We laughed at the enthusiasm which they stayed the course. Each day of December became a new route to their prize. Now, I think that my family's Advent calendar can be a way of looking at Advent with joy, preparation, and anticipation while keeping our eyes on the prize. And the prize is not a box of sour gummy bears or gummy worms or whatever they are. What is the prize? The prize is the birth of Jesus, of course. So where is the scavenger hunt for us? The answer lies in this little postcard that all of you received. On it, there are things to do